So I finished reading No Strings Attached. This is an arc that I received. I apologize because I'm probably going to mess up the name. Nouha Jullienne. I'll put it in the description. Again, I apologize if I messed up your name. So this is a holiday romance that is full of instant lust / love and lots and lots of spice. Just so you're aware, there's a lot of spice. Okay, so Henson is our billionaire main male character, and he has some social anxieties, especially when it comes to large, crowded places. And of course, where do we find him? In the middle of a large, crowded airport where everybody is like super agitated and annoyed because their flights got canceled. Thank you, snow. So, or weather. So he is like trying to remain calm so he can get to the counter and figure out how to get home to Nantucket for Christmas. And then behind him in line is Amira, and they start talking, and she kind of ends up helping him with his anxiety without realizing that she did that. So when they get to the counter, he ends up purchasing her ticket for her because they were both heading to Nantucket and kind of upgrading her, which of course she's like, no, you don't have to. And he's like, nope, I'm doing it. And then they try to go to find accommodations, and of course, because it's Christmas, there's no rooms at the hotel except for one. So we also have a little bit of forced proximity in there as well. So he invites her up to the suite because it's like the presidential suite or something. So there are 2 rooms, but because the whole instant lust thing, they end up spending a very spicy night together. Now, both are kind of out of a relationship recently that were kind of like traumatic in a way. So they both kind of agree to one night. But again, they both are feeling that connection. So when they split, they're both like, I keep saying like, when they split when they land the next morning, they split up and kind of both are regretting a little bit, but they're like, no, we agreed to one night. You know, that's all she wanted. He's going, that's what he's saying. She's going, that's all he wanted. Not realizing the other maybe wanted a little bit more. But Amir comes back into his life because his mom actually hired her to plan this big New Year's Eve event party. So she shows up to his parents' house, and he's just like, second chance. And he just like can't, so it leads to another spicy scene where they ultimately end up deciding to give this relationship a go. Now, there is some chaos that happens afterwards because, of course, what is a romance novel without some chaos and some conflict? But I won't get into that. What I will say, though, I think, and it's probably just because it's a novella and not like a full novel, that the dealing of the conflict wrapped up a little too quickly. I think I wanted a little bit more. Like, their relationship was great, the banter was great, the spicy scenes were spicy. I can't tell you how much the spicy scenes were spicy, but I felt like maybe more could have been done with the conflict in a way, because it happened really towards like the very like last 4 or 5 chapters, and it just wrapped up really quickly. So I kind of wish there was maybe a little bit more. I just wanted a little bit more. But again, overall, I really enjoyed it. It was my first holiday romance of the season, so that was a nice way to start off my holiday season. So happy reading.